Can I lay by your side?
Have you ever listened to a voice so painfully raw, so drenched in timeless sorrow that it felt like an echo from a forgotten era? For decades, music critics and veteran Hollywood executives believed the world would never witness another vocal phenomenon like the late, great Amy Winehouse. Amy possessed that rare, smoky cadence and unfiltered vulnerability that could not be manufactured in a corporate studio or faked through digital filters. Yet, inside private recording studios from London to Los Angeles, seasoned record producers are openly declaring that history is repeating itself. That voice belongs to Angelina Jordan. From the moment she steps up to a microphone, the uncanny phrasing, the raspy lower register, and the heart-wrenching emotional delivery instantly transport listeners back to the soulful golden age of vintage jazz. But this comparison is not merely about vocal timbre or nostalgic covers. It is about a fierce, uncompromising artistic spirit. Like Amy, Angelina carries an old soul trapped within the frantic noise of modern pop culture. In this special investigative deep dive, we separate the documented industry facts from the whispered rumors, unraveling the dramatic, untold story of how a young prodigy fought the Hollywood machine, walked away from predatory corporate traps, and emerged as the most authentic soul vocalist of our generation. To truly understand why the top minds in entertainment are making such monumental comparisons, we have to travel back to where this unbelievable journey began. Back in 2014, an 8-year-old Norwegian girl walked onto the stage of Norway's Got Talent with bare feet and an unassuming smile. When she opened her mouth to sing the Billie Holiday classic Gloomy Sunday, the entire auditorium froze in pure disbelief. It was not just good for a child, it was an otherworldly, mature resonance that sent chills down the spines of music historians worldwide. Fast forward to 2020, and Angelina stepped onto the massive stage of America's Got Talent, The Champions. Performing her signature, brooding reinvention of Queen's legendary anthem Bohemian Rhapsody, she earned an immediate golden buzzer from supermodel Heidi Klum and brought the notoriously critical Simon Cowell to his feet in awe. Over 100 million people watched that performance online within days. Media outlets heralded her as a once-in-a-century musical gift, drawing direct parallels to jazz royalty like Dinah Washington, Nina Simone, and Amy Winehouse. The world was at her feet, and every major record executive in Manhattan and Hollywood scrambled to sign the young prodigy, promising to turn her into the next international megastar. Following that seismic television victory, the music world held its collective breath in anticipation of what was supposed to be a historic debut.
Angelina Jordan officially signed a multi-million-dollar recording deal with Republic Records, widely considered the heavyweight champion of the modern record industry and the commercial home to chart-topping giants. On paper, this was the ultimate launchpad for a global takeover that would redefine mainstream jazz pop for a whole new generation. But then, the unthinkable happened. The massive public relations campaigns abruptly went dead silent. The promised high-budget cinematic music videos never arrived on television or streaming platforms. Instead of a critically acclaimed full-length debut album, fans across the globe were handed sporadic acoustic covers and scattered social media clips. For nearly 4 agonizing years, between 2020 and 2024, one of the most gifted vocalists on planet Earth seemed to have effectively vanished from the mainstream spotlight. Dedicated listeners began questioning whether she had stepped away from music entirely, while anxious online communities debated whether she had fallen victim to the infamous major label curse that has derailed so many promising young careers throughout history. What was actually happening behind those firmly closed studio doors? This is where we must carefully separate verified fact from industry gossip. Rumors circulated within Hollywood inner circles that corporate label executives were relentlessly trying to TikTokify Angelina's unique sound. Insiders alleged that top management demanded high-tempo, 3-minute synthesized pop tracks designed exclusively to chase algorithmic trends and viral soundbites.
In stark contrast, Angelina remained entirely steadfast in her refusal to dilute her artistic identity. Documented reports confirm that she spent countless days in the recording booth, laying down hundreds of original, jazz-infused soul tracks that were subsequently locked away in vaulted digital archives because corporate suits felt they were not commercially viable in the contemporary streaming market. Just like Amy Winehouse famously rebelled against executives who wanted to smooth out her rough, authentic edges, Angelina refused to become an auto-tuned plastic pop product. This created an intense ideological standoff. She was caught in a classic form of industry limbo, trapped by standard contract stipulations that prevented her from releasing her beloved original music, while simultaneously making it nearly impossible for her to walk away freely. While she was silently enduring creative suppression inside American corporate boardrooms, a complicated and stressful legal storm was brewing back in her home country of Norway. Official public records indicate that Angelina's management made the bold strategic decision to withdraw her from Melodi Grand Prix, the prestigious competition that serves as Norway's official gateway to the Eurovision Song Contest. The Norwegian public broadcasting giant, known as NRK, responded aggressively to the sudden withdrawal, claiming a substantial breach of promotional obligations and demanding over 130,000 Norwegian kroners in formal damages. While the financial sum was manageable, the aggressive legal battle and negative public relations cast a dark, lingering shadow over her international standing. Entertainment industry analysts reveal that major United States executives viewed these cross-border disputes as a high-stakes legal liability, making them even more hesitant to greenlight expensive marketing campaigns for her music. Facing the crushing weight of international litigation as a teenager was an immense emotional burden, but it became the definitive turning point in her life, proving that relying on traditional broadcast institutions and corporate conglomerates was a dangerous compromise of her personal freedom. Despite the silence from traditional radio stations, veteran music producers who worked closely with Angelina behind the scenes knew the world was sleeping on an untouchable powerhouse. Grammy-winning hitmaker Toby Gad, the visionary songwriter behind iconic anthems like All of Me for John Legend and If I Were a Boy for Beyoncé, stepped forward to champion her rare talent.
Gad openly proclaimed that Angelina Jordan possessed an emotional maturity and vocal architecture that had not existed in the recording industry since Amy Winehouse revolutionized music with Back to Black. Producers noticed that Angelina shared Amy's extraordinary ability to phrase a lyric with spontaneous, jazzy elasticity, turning every vocal run into an intimate, unfiltered confession. Furthermore, both artists shared an undeniable tragic depth in their storytelling, channeling profound themes of longing, resilience, and classic melancholy that felt vastly superior to manufactured commercial pop. In a modern era overflowing with heavily produced, pitch-corrected studio vocals, Hollywood creators realized that Angelina represented the dying art of pure vocal mastery. She did not need artificial vocal tuning or elaborate backing dancers. She needed only a live microphone, a spotlight, and the freedom to pour her raw soul into the room. Realizing that the traditional major label ecosystem would never allow her to honor her true artistic calling, Angelina executed the most daring and dangerous maneuver an artist can make. She walked away and declared complete creative independence. Rather than renewing restrictive corporate contracts or signing another limiting distribution deal, she forged an independent partnership with Toby Gad and established her own production channels. This historic power move ensured that she maintained 100% total ownership of her master recordings, her publishing rights, and her visual image. In an industry where young stars are routinely stripped of their intellectual property, this level of sovereign independence is virtually unheard of for an artist of her stature. Working in absolute creative liberation, she channeled her turbulent years of studio confinement into twin milestone independent album releases titled Secret of the Soul and Secret of the Star. By eliminating the middleman and corporate committees, Angelina proved that genuine artistic integrity could overcome the restrictive gatekeeping of modern corporate radio, paving a revolutionary new path for authentic soul singers worldwide. The ultimate, undeniable validation of her artistic comeback arrived in explosive fashion on the evening of January 31st, 2026. Angelina stepped onto the legendary stage of the Westgate, Las Vegas, the very venue made historic decades ago by Elvis Presley and an array of entertainment icons.
It was a sold-out, triumphant performance that served as her official manifesto to the global music community. The child Prodigy label was shattered forever. In its place stood a sophisticated, commanding, soul-drenched powerhouse who mesmerized the audience with effortless vocal authority. Performing her deeply personal original compositions alongside spine-tingling jazz standards, she moved the crowd to multiple standing ovations. Music critics and Hollywood producers who packed the VIP seats noted that the raw magnetism in the theater felt shockingly reminiscent of Amy Winehouse's legendary live BBC sessions, characterized by an intimate, breathtaking emotional gravity. The triumphant Westgate show shattered every outdated corporate claim that authentic jazz soul had no commercial audience in 2026, proving that real human talent, presented without compromise, commands universal reverence and loyalty. The incredible commercial aftermath of her independent releases sent undeniable shockwaves through the highest executive boardrooms of the recording industry. Bypassing traditional commercial radio stations that had previously overlooked her catalog, Angelina Jordan connected directly with her passionate global community of dedicated fans, affectionately known as the Angels. Through word-of-mouth momentum, captivating live studio videos, and direct-to-consumer streaming channels, her independent releases rapidly amassed tens of millions of organic streams worldwide, completely outperforming several heavily promoted tracks produced by major corporate labels during that exact same cycle. The numbers told a profoundly clear, undeniable truth. Modern music consumers were starved for real, organic, human storytelling.
While modern record labels continue to spend millions trying to engineer sterile viral hits based on computer algorithms, Angelina demonstrated that timeless, soul-stirring melodies and authentic emotional connection will always triumph in the end. Her remarkable victory shattered the modern myth that an artist needs a massive, predatory corporate apparatus to achieve international acclaim and sustainable creative success. As we look at the musical landscape in 2026, the saga of Angelina Jordan stands as a masterclass in patience, courage, and unyielding artistic sovereignty. She endured being shelved by major corporate entities, fought through taxing international legal disputes, and overcame the dangerous trap of early childhood fame to emerge victorious on her own unapologetic terms. When Hollywood producers and global critics call her the next Amy Winehouse, they are no longer just praising her deep, smoky vocals. They are honoring her fearless rebellion against a system designed to manufacture conformity. She represents the revival of genuine musicianship, reminding the entertainment world that true soul cannot be manufactured, rushed, or suppressed. As she prepares to embark on her highly anticipated 2026 international concert tour, audiences around the world are no longer merely listening to a viral voice. They are witnessing the rise of a living icon who broke the gears of the corporate machine.
Angelina Jordan has officially claimed her throne, proving that when raw talent, historical soul, and unwavering integrity align, an artist does not just make headlines, they make history.